Hi, let's see what chaos my Sims created today. We will start with the worst Sims challenge ever. Two single moms with their toddlers that they gained in high school with their first crashes.
You're pregnant? But I'm moving to Australia! You're pregnant? I'm sorry, but tomorrow I'm moving to college and I got a football scholarship.
Obviously those crashes didn't end happily, but Maggie and Gabriella had big plans for the future and decided to help each other by becoming roommates. Red-haired Maggie is a living fire, and she would only flirt all day long, while blonde Gabby is lazy and would only sleep and fantasize. But it is no secret that she is also a bit of a slut. Maggie is the mother of a beautiful but restless girl Marinette, while Gabby is the mother of a withdrawn boy Adrian. While single moms are trying to succeed in some independent businesses, the children are mostly having fun on their own. Life was not sweet for them after the fact that they were left alone and pregnant. They worked hard and questionable jobs, mostly in local bars. But that's understandable because it's their goal is to be rich, to marry some popular or royal characters, and in the meantime to have a good time and have a great fun. Although declared lazy, only Gabby works around the house and plays with the children. Maggie has really got into artistic inspiration. Maggie and Gabby saved for a long time to buy a house in Ondarian, a town with the most rich people who are of a noble origin. They paid too much for the house because of that they were left with no money. But it was the ticket that one day, if not them, then their children would meet someone of a rich and noble origin and thus realize all their dreams of a luxurious but also a dissolute life. Whoa, did you see that Maggie is throwing dirty diapers around the house? So, who is neat and who is lazy here? It's not clear to me. Something is wrong with these features. Of course, they can also install social networks for promotion and for easy finding of originals, man. Dear girls, could give your kids a bath sometime? Both girls probably don't take care of children very well. They are not mother material, but they are trying very hard to make money in an artistic way, to make something that will make them famous too. That's why Maggie is trying to finish her book, and Gabby is trying to make an exhibition gallery with her paintings. Gabby is a quiet person who does not want to talk about herself, and Maggie is a quite pushy, open to new people, and maybe one day things will turn in Gabby's favor. Maggie disappeared for just one day and went to a motel in the nature to break her writing block. She left Gabby with the kids and didn't even look back. And it's been a long time since the last woohoo. It had to be made up for right away. This is a Skip Brook, and he's trying to win Maggie over with his seductive hip work. And he's lucky because Maggie is in the give what you will option for one, just one woohoo. Whoa, what a handsome guy! Forget Skippy, and he is still going to Maggie. What a treat! Let me make you happy. I've been running enough. It's time to stop, thought Maggie, and throw a hook at this hot candy. Have we already mentioned that Maggie is irresistible? If we are, then you assume that there are no impregnable claims for her in the form of man, at least for one night stand. She just stares at his hot, sexy body. What did he even say his name was? Don't be rude, Maggie. He talks and talks, dude. Takes me to your room. And nothing happens until the chick does something. Here Maggie takes the initiative, and Kyle is all happy thinking that he seduced the girl, but in fact, he is the target. The guy knows how to cook. Great. I really need someone like that. Let's eat well, then something sweet, and then the sweetest. It's really crowded in the jacuzzi. There are also Skip here. But Kyle takes a seat next to Maggie, and I think this will be a perfect get together. But we also have someone jealous here. Skippy has gone crazy with jealousy. And we see that the guy across from Maggie, goodness, he is checking Maggie out, and Kyle has already become purely jealous. Jealousy is the first sign of love. Oh no, even though this guy was courting Maggie, Maggie still kisses Kyle, so he wouldn't forgive her. She didn't mean to, Kyle. Come here, my dear handsome guy. I'll do anything for one woohoo. Come on. When night fell, Maggie sneaked into Kyle's room, woke him up, and told him she wanted to woohoo. Kyle was thrilled. He was ready immediately, and they truly spent a woohooish night. When it was all over, Maggie fell asleep, and Kyle went to the other room. Enough. A good woohoo. Well, see what happened next. While Maggie is enjoying herself, Gabby is watering their garden, taking care of Marinette and Adrian, and it is not easy for her at all. She has to prepare food for them, bath them, but they are naughty and constantly dissatisfied with something. Yes, the Grim Reaper offered Gabriella a job. I really don't know why. Maybe because she handles knives well, like this, you see, when she's making dinner. Marinette is a truly impossible child. To be fair, she missed her mother, so she took a frying pan and started banging around the house, creating chaos and mess. But that doesn't bother to Gabriella at all. You see, she's sleeping next to Dirty Diaper. I mean, I can't believe it. And Gabriella has her own needs for outlets. So since Maggie didn't return home when she said, she hired a nanny and went to a nice restaurant bar where all the famous, rich, and noble faces gathered. Right as she arrived, she noticed a handsome fellow with elegant manners dancing with a similarly elegant, slightly older lady, and she immediately shot him a look, using her G16 gaze for seduction. In the meantime, she received an invitation for a reality show based on creating successful dates, which is naturally well rewarded, and she signed up for that too. Gabriella is very ambitious at all. Afterwards, she took the opportunity to sit at the table of the gentleman she had noticed, seeing that he was surely some nobleman. Of course, he wasn't thrilled, as you can see. He is really not pleased with someone bargaining and screaming at the table like that. But that didn't bother to her at all. The important thing was that she was noticed. The evening was not very successful. In the end, all that was left was to drink a few drinks and go home to sleep. But Gabriella wouldn't be Gabriella if she didn't extend her stay at the bar. After two drinks, she wanted to have one more. Then she saw some other famous girls there and thought, well, why doesn't it have to be only men? Girl can also be a rich, famous, and noble woman. Let's give that a try. So she sat at the table with a girl who obviously had some royal diadem. After that she saw an interesting orange-haired girl with whom she had a very nice talk. So we'll see. Only then did she return home. After all, she needs to put the children to bed, read them a story, and tuck them in. What is Gabby supposed to do when Maggie is still not back? And here's Maggie, she's back, and immediately sat at the computer to write. Well, Maggie, Gabby has gone crazy. Maggie, are you finally going to clear his trash you kids is making? Gabby checked her phone to see if anyone from last night had called. Of course, no one did. And the lady is enjoying her writing, and Gabby has been with the kids for 2 days, and she's done nothing. Nothing. Gabby has now started preparing breakfast. Okay, Maggie is going to make candies for the kids, lollipops. There you go. And that's really healthy. It's really healthy. Yes, she also took some dishes to wash, and she has this trait of being tidy. It's a terrible. And now Maggie has an idea to make cupcakes. That's mostly so she can sell them on Instagram. Look who has come to visit Maggie. It's a Skippy. Oh my god. Maggie came up with some business to escape this Skippy situation, and she says, bye bye, I'm in a hurry. So Skippy stayed with Gabby. Gabby thinks he's not that bad to use for one woohoo. She saw that Maggie was avoiding him, and then she said to herself, why not? So she gave him a little gift. Since he already there, she wants him to impress her. They ate the dinner that Gabby had prepared. Skippy was not impressed, but it seems he has reached his limit too. Suddenly Vladimir Stroud calls Gabby. I don't know what he wants. I don't know. We will see. Now Skip is totally stunned and can't believe what is happening. The only thing left for him is to take Gabby on a romantic date at a famous motel. She called Maggie that now she is going to have fun, and that's all. Woohoo, your Gabby is a-coming. And while Gabby looked around a bit and messed around by the river, Skippy fell asleep, and she came to wake him up. Skippy, it's really possible that you fell asleep? Come on, let's talk, let's do something. Anyway, Skippy got up, and Kiss followed quickly, hot as a Gabby. Then they went to the room with the double bed, cuddled for a bit, and then Gabby suggested that they have a pillow fight. That was a great foreplay. So they fight with the pillows until they got tired. And then there was a woohoo incredibly good. When they woohoo ended, Gabby wanted to talk to Skippy. She told him what she wants in life. She wants a rich lover, of noble origin or very popular, which Skippy certainly was not. And that was all. She said, I only want a woohoo with you, just so the situation is clear. So sadly Skippy got dressed and left alone. Gabby immediately started collecting the numbers of famous faces there is in the motel. She had a goal. She simply has a goal. Who will fulfill their goal first, Maggie or Gabby? What do you mean? Write me in the comments. Since Maggie was feeling a bit unwell, she decided to take a pregnancy test, just in case. Fortunately, it was nothing. Nothing happened from the last trip to the motel. She is not pregnant. Gabby came back to check the bills. She immediately starts playing with the children. She adores both Marinette and her son Adrian. She actually turned out to be a very positive person, even though in principle she likes sleeping the most. But yeah, Skip calls, suggesting that go on a date, and to Strangerville. Skip is a really Skip. He is really something. Anyway, he took her to some bar where the drinks are probably cheap. They have some promotion where you can get 5 beers for free. And well, he took Gabby there and he delighted with her, flirting and wanting to be with her, and so on and so on. Then some military people showed up. Well, you know how Strangerville is. And of course, the passion between them started sparkling again, and they wondered where to go. Skip is a poor, he doesn't have a own place. And look where they ended up, in a dumpster. I can't believe it. This is a really pervert. This is a pure perversion. Having woohoo in a dumpster. But okay, I mean, everyone has their own thing that makes them happy. Is this even comfortable? Then some woman came by to throw out the trash, and what a disaster! She passed away for a bit. Of course, as soon as Gabby got home, so she would make the whole house smell it, and so Maggie would notice what's happened, and she wouldn't have to explain what's going on. She went to take a shower. Then, since there was nothing for lunch because Maggie doesn't cook anything, she ordered home delivery for them to eat. She gave the kids food, which they ate with delight since they ordered their favorite. And now Maggie is here too. And this is a new story that Gabby came up with, that she is into interior design, so she could get close to famous people. I mean, she mostly worked on Darien, you know, that city where all those rich and famous characters are, and by doing interior design for them, she would meet a lot of interesting characters. As soon as Gabby arrived at the Hoffman house, who are just average intellectual people, she saw that it was a father and son. It's quite a beautiful house. The interior design needs work, and she saw the son. The dad is also a striking older man, but the son is a total sweetheart and a very interesting guy. Gabby immediately started flirting with him, but in the meantime, while she was discussing what they wanted for their living room, Skippy called. She hung up on him, but then Skippy showed up, found her, and proposed that they live together. He actually proposed to her, which is truly unbelievable. Gabby nicely explained to him that she really doesn't want to get married. They can have their woohoo action, go for drinks and so on, even have their woohoo in the dumpsters. But seriously, I mean, she's already got her eye on another guy. So what are we even talking about? When she got home from work, Gabby saw a crowd of people visiting Maggie. Who are these people? I have to ask Maggie later if they're relatives or something, I assume. First, she went to take a pregnancy test, since she hadn't been feeling well, and something was suspicious regarding Skippy. She found out, oh no, it looks like that dumpster was fatal. She's expecting a baby, she's pregnant, eating for two. Oh no, but okay. I mean, she loves babies, so she'll have the baby, most likely without Skippy. Of course, but wait, who are these people? If you thought that this was chaotic, trust me, the next video is even worse. Write in the comments what I should do next, but remember, I only take advice when it's bad.